I like the video. I was lucky enough to get into a drama recently to the TV.
Okay. Girls with short hair or girls with long hair?
No, it's not about hair. It's not about hair. It's about the personality.
Okay.
Yeah, let's put it like that.
Okay.
I would send a smiling emoji or with a crying emoji, smiling crying emoji. Okay, Layla, something. There's a lot of great people. Krishma Fernando, he's the previous amalgamated president. He's a great example than me. And Akila Nilavira, who is the SUSA ambassador in previous year as well. So a message and advice should be, do what you're doing, be passionate about what you're doing, and take it easy for you, because you deserve what you deserve. Yeah.
Welcome to the first episode of Meet a Champ, organized by the FMF Media of University of Colombo, to bring out the past captains, amalgamated presidents, and well-renowned athletes of University of Colombo. To start off this series, we have the most suitable athlete with us here today. He's a multifaceted individual, a vibrant individual. He's a proud product of St. Peter's College. He's an undergraduate of University of Colombo, Faculty of Science. He became the vice captain of University of Colombo rowing crew in the year 2019, and he became the captain of the rowing crew in the year 2020. And in the same year, he was able to become the amalgamated president, the prestigious amalgamated president of the University of Colombo. He's now an actor, a singer, and above all, he's still an athlete. We call him by the name Dushaya, the rowing crew. He's an inspiration to the youngsters, and I'm truly honored to have Dushyantha Hettiarachchi. So let's start our discussion from this way. Now, when I first came to university and I wanted to row, and I talked to my seniors and they introduced me to you. So the first time I saw you was in the law faculty canteen. To be honest, the first time I saw you, I was scared. Because there was no hair, bald hair and shredded to the bone. You were wearing a shirt and a denim, the particular university student type. But when I talked to you, I realized that you're quite good, and you inspired me to continue rowing, and you told me the beauty of rowing. So let's talk about the first 2 years at University of Colombo, about ragging, about friendships, about memories, love, and the first 2 years, the most interesting 2 years. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So first of all, I wasn't doing any sports in the school. So I was doing mainly music and stuff and drama. And when I was coming into the university, I didn't know. I knew much about team stuff, team sports. I mean, getting things together and how to handle things. But there was this glimpse in my mind where I wanted to do rowing, because I saw somewhere the rowing thing, and I wanted to do something unique. So people were asking me to get into, because in the first year when we get into tables and ILRs come in third years, and they're asking for sports and they were asking for cricket and everything. But I was particularly asking for rowing, and I was asking from one eye, and I was going into the rowing. So that's how I started the thing. And from first year onwards, I had to. So if I'm talking about drawing, I was really into it. People were seeing me walking in university while I'm rowing, right? Because I was so into that. So in the first regatta, I had to row 3 races, which is the sculling, pair, and the four, and it was a massive duty for me to get into the rowing career as well. I mean, I love the sport. Other than that, I wasn't in the same time academy-wise. I wanted to get into the same stuff as well, but you know, rowing is not a sport like you can go one day and come back another day and things like that. It's like a physical demanding sport, and so I was really into it. So 6 days a week I was there and doing gymming and everything. So I mean, academy wise, I put my all into that because there was no other extracurricular times for me. So it's sport, getting into the morning, doing the sport and going to the lectures. Maybe I'm so tired and sleeping in the rowing room, or maybe going to the going into the lectures. And I was doing much in the first 2 years, and it was really fun. It was really fun first 2 years, meeting all the people. And first year it was a bit tough because getting along the first year, but meeting new people, it was a bit overwhelming, but I got the hang of it first 2 years. It was really fun. But now actually I'm just losing all my memories with all the pandemic and sitting over here. There's no a lot of memories, but all the good stuff were there. First 2 years was massive. It was a new journey for me as well, understanding new people, understanding how the sport and academics and the university life is going to be like. So yeah, first 2 years was like a game change for me as well. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what you said was true. Sometimes we feel like, as a rower, I feel like we came to university to row, not to the league. Sometimes we feel that because the whole day most of the time we are seen in the boat. So I totally agree. So it's a good start. We'll continue. So becoming the amalgamated president is not easy. There's a huge competition. There are so many athletes. Not everyone can be there. How was it like to become the amalgamated president? And let's briefly tell the viewers what is the amalgamated presidentship all about.
Yeah, so amalgamated president is, now we are using another name for the sports council of the University of Colombo. So we have around 7 faculties, all the students doing sports coming under this. So amalgamated president and the council, then all the captains of each sport. There's around 24 around sports, a lot of sports going around in that. So the physical education, which is the department which handles all the sports, the staff members, then the amalgamated club, and then all the students. So we are the ones who are the middlemen or the middle people who is handling all the sports in the university. So we have to represent the student as well, and we have to know what they really want in the sports. And you have to be the middleman where you have to talk right in the way to the staff members and also the students, like a let's say, a right speaking person to be in the middle person. And it's really hard because amalgamated club president, of course, our year we couldn't do much, but we had a really good plan. Our committee members and myself, we had a really good plan. We wanted to start with the outbound camp for the captains, and we did it. It was a massive success because I think after 2 years we had planned it, and we did in I think in Avisavela there's this camp on all the captains went there, and we had this leadership program over there, and we planned how we going to set into the championship and the university games. So but unfortunately this pandemic came in, but doing the presidency, it's not easy, rowing and academics and presidency, because whenever the staff, Ajanta sir, he's the director at my time, he was the acting director in the physical department. When he calls and he says that, okay, VC madam dang innawa, you have to go and meet her to get this sign, and you have to do that. So I didn't have, because at that time I had a small relationship as well. It was really hard because, commitment wise you have to be there. Okay, sports wise you have to be there, academic wise you have to be there, and whenever they call, you can't say no because it's a duty. It's a duty that you have to do. It's it's a real experience of a thing, because it wasn't fun. I mean, it was fun at the same time. It's about getting things done. You have to really talk to the people and really get the people in. So it wasn't easy. Yeah.
Okay. Like you said, there are so many sacrifices we have to make while doing so many things. So anyway, for me and for all the crewmates, you are an inspiration. We look up to you as a role model. I remember whenever we have our practices and in the evening you take 10 to 15 minutes prep talk to motivate us to come for practices the next day. So we see you as an inspiration. What I want to know is that where does this energy comes from? How does you inspire people, and who inspires you to do this? Can we know that?
Inspiration wise, there's no role model that I must say, because it's about, so I'm the youngest in my family, my brother, sister and myself. So they were sports men and women in school. I played hockey and he went to under 15. He went on a tour. My sister, she was in the arts faculty, 2 years elder than me, and she played basketball in the team as well. So in that, the Krishmal and they had a contact, and they knew me to get the Amalgamated Club as well. There's a symbiosis with everyone, and the inspiration to get into the thing, and because I'm all about, I don't want to fake things. And I want to really do things. I don't want to brag about things. I want to really get things done, because when I was doing theatre before getting into the university, I worked with a lot of senior members in the industry as well. So before getting into sports as well, because those people I'm in the model agency as well. These people, when we get into the next level of the industry, people need stuff to get done. So they don't want people to hang around and just blah blah and taking photos and like doing things like that. But it's all about getting things done. And the inspiration that I was going into the sport was, it's all about when I was, so in the first year as well, the commitment that I was going through, and second year and third year coming into you guys doing the captaincy as well, I saw a lot of, I saw how much effort that needs to be put into the sport. So it's not easy task, because to get into that, the effort that you have to put, physically put, you have to get into that mental level. That mental level is not easy. So you have to be constantly committed into this and constantly in it. So that's why I think it's not a person, it's about the duty. If you really fall in love with the duty, and if you really get you are in the way of doing the stuff done, then I think you are inspired by yourself. Because if you are inspired by yourself, you know how much you have to put and how much you don't have to put, how much you have to go there and do this thing. So I think I am inspired myself. I mean, I don't want to say like that, but like, yeah.
Now let's move on to some fun session. Okay, so I want you to pick one. This is called this or that. You have to pick from the two. Okay,
yeah,
so here we go. Okay, the first one: cardio or weight training?
Ooh. Okay, I'm a bit of a both, because I'm into CrossFit. So, you're putting me in a weight training, I must say. Now, because wait. Previously, I must say cardio, but now I'm really into weight training. But I should say in the both, but now I'm leaning into weight training. Yeah.
Okay. Girls with short hair or girls with long hair?
No, it's not about hair. It's not about hair. It's about the personality. Okay. Yeah, let's put it like that.
Okay. Let's move on. Yeah. Early bird or night owl?
Ooh. Now also these questions. I mean, this is now if
everything has changed now, no, with the pandemic.
Yeah, of course, no, because now I'm leaning into music. I mean, music industry as well, in going out and things like that. That requires going out and having friends and going out not drinking, but I'm just saying that in those industries, you have to get along with people. That's how. So that's why you have to go out there. But if you're an athlete, if you're committed person, you have to wake up in the morning and do things. But I'm like both early bird and night owl. I'm both. I like both. But when there are periods that I'm doing both. Yeah.
Okay.
It requires these things sometimes.
Okay. Next one, a quite interesting one. Sunrise at CRC or sunset at CRC?
Sunset or sunrise CRC.
At Bay Area, while rowing?
Yeah, sunrise, of course. Sunrise, yeah.
Miss that, no?
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Running or rowing?
Now I'm like, running is a normal thing. I normally run twice like a week. I miss rowing, so I go for rowing though. Yeah, I miss rowing. That's why I go for rowing.
Okay. So anyway, now you inspired me to run as well. I think I've told you this before as well.
Yeah.
You asked us to run weekly, and you asked us to track your run and upload it in social media, so that not to show off, but to keep the
improve yourself.
Keep you reminded. Yeah, you have to improve every time. So. I had a nice experience once I posted this on Instagram. A girl replied to me, "Do in Hariyai." Okay, she replied to me like, "So now I want you to get into my shoes, and I want you to reply to her." So you have posted a 6-mile run you have completed in 30 minutes. Now a girl is saying, "Do in Hariyai." Your reply, go.
Reply to this girl.
Yeah. I hope she's watching.
I would send a smiling emoji or with a crying emoji, smiling crying emoji. Okay, Layla, something like that. I would reply that. But deep inside, I know for myself, it's that person definitely wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
It's not about the person. It's dua inna puluwa. Dua innat puluwa. No, if you go beyond
the benefits,
no, not even that. Do innat pula. Because if you do indala, you became a national athlete, and you do indala tama, you become the national athlete, right? You won't, that's the thing. People wouldn't know what you become in the future. So the things that you are doing, whatever that you are doing right now, we don't know how much it will benefit in the future. So like, if you play guitar right now, if you play songs right now, after university, you might get into a band, and all of a sudden you will realize that the things that you have practiced the thing. So it's, how hard it is to run 6 miles or 6 kilometers, how much it's painful. So it's about people can talk, man. People can talk and talk. I shouldn't say shit, but like it's. I would reply with a smiling emoji. That's all, because I don't want to hurt that person as well. Hurt the feelings of that person.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I hope we answered her question anyway. So last one. Yeah. Actor or singer?
Oof. Singer, not singer, not even a singer. I'm like leaning into like a producer now.
Okay. That's something new. Okay. So we are done with this and that, and we are moving to the next segment. Now, for a fact, I know rowing is tough. It's kind of like the toughest sport I've ever seen. You have to embrace the pain in order to become a rower. It's not easy. Rowing is rowing is not for everyone. Why did you choose rowing? Above all other sports, why did you choose rowing?
Yeah, so I like I said, because I wanted to something unique. When I get into the university, I wanted something unique, because that's why there was a glimpse in my mind for rowing. So I wanted to get it in. Then only you get to know about the sport. Then only you get to know about the sport and how painful it is. And later you see how much commitment that you put into it. I think that's why I loved it, because the commitment. That's a small weakness in me as well, because sometimes I commit too much. So it's becoming toxic for me, for my personal life, sometimes because I had those kind of experiences and I put so much into it. Sometimes it's good, sometimes bad, because then I got the mindset about, because first year, since I got 3 races, I loved sweep throwing and sculling. I love the sport and I love the whole body exercises and pain and sweating and the real blood, sweat and real energy. So because even before getting into university, I was like, normally we have this period of gymming, right? Going into the gym and doing the body. So I was leaning into those kind of exercises, and I think it's not like any other sport is, because you are working your mind and also the whole body, every aspect of the body. So that's why I loved it. And CrossFit and everything, those kind of exercises, I nowadays I'm like looking forward to do it every day as well. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the beauty of rowing. So now in university, we are trying to promote the concept of a student athlete. The student comes first. So how did you manage studies and at the same time rowing? How well did you manage your mental and physical well-being to manage both of them?
Yeah. So student athlete, there's a lot of great people. Krishma Fernando, he's the previous amalgamated president. He's a great example than me. In Akila Nilavira, who is the Sousa ambassador in previous year as well. So more than me, they would say how hard it is and how they have committed towards it. And to be a student athlete, so there's one thing that I've noticed, and one thing Allroad told me as well. So when it comes to sport, student athlete, there's only 2 things that you can do from these 3 things. You can have a fun time with friends and studies and sport. You have to drop one. Yeah, so either you go out with friends and have a good time in university and do studies. That's how some people do. Or you drop studies and you hang out with friends and do sports. That's people sometimes do as well, doing a normal degree and as well. And the third one, if you drop going out with friends, and you can't have extra time.
No social life.
No social life, exactly. No social life, and you hang out, do the sport and the thing. So you get up in the morning, go to the sport, go to the lectures, do assignments, and go back, do the second session maybe in the evening, go back, and you sleep in the morning. For that, that requires a good family as well. Because now if you're doing a sport like that, you can't, because when you are tired and when you come home and because you have to have a supportive background. And well-being, of course, well-being is, I think it's necessary. I think it's lack of what's in the youth right now, because well-being, it's about mental, physical thing. Because I got the concept of meditation previously in 2000 when I was before getting into the university as well. So meditation, whenever I'm feeling depressed and anxious, I meditate, and I try to really ask myself what I'm really needing right now at the moment. So I go with my instincts and go along with that. I think it had helped me as well throughout the journey. Yeah, well-being and balancing and out, it's really lacking people these days. So I think I encourage people. Yeah,
that would be a great message for the youngsters watching this. I'm sure that you must have had so many good memories as a rower, as competing in competitive racing. Now, for a fact, I know that we've been losing for quite some time. But this year at Nationals, we were able to beat more after, I think, 10 long years. Yeah. So let me know about that experience. How much of work you had to put in? How much of an experience? Was that your best memory as a rower?
Can you know that? Yeah, I must say, because our four, Shamalka, myself, Shehan and Samita, because we got Lahiru as the royal coach towards ourselves for 1 year, and previous year 2019 we rode the same same four as well, we lost to them. And 2020, we were able to beat them as well. But I mean, that's the real commitment that I have done in the rowing thing as well. So for 2 years we have been doing so. I mean, we were just before the race, we were gymming, we were doing next level, and I knew how much from experience. I knew how much we had to put. That's why I was encouraging our four as well, how much we had to put there out there as well. Because I mean, really, if you really commit towards it, I know there will be definitely a result afterwards. So my faith was there. My faith was there because I knew sometimes I was just always telling you guys as well, vision that you are at the end of the regatta. Unfortunately, we got it again. Sorry about not sorry about about the whole system, but vision about winning the regatta and jumping into the bere. That because that's law of attraction. That's how you do it. And I was really having faith towards it, and that's how we won it. Because I was really just before the final, we beat Army 4 as well, so we came second, and I was really feeling it. I was like, because it was a great memory. It was a great memory, and because I have to tell you, in 2019 when we lost the regatta, I cried. I had to cry. I was crying because with all this effort, all will be diminished in 3.5 minutes. That's all we got in the race. Not like I'm telling you guys, because I told you, that's rowing. Because we don't have tournaments and 8 matches and going into semi-finals, draw and going into the final. We just have one race, boat race, and we lose.
1 3-minute race,
lose or win. So with all 6 days of training and massive amount of effort.
Now the pandemic has affected all of us. Like you said, this was the year that we were supposed to challenge Mora the best we could. Like this was the year we could have.
This.
Probably last
this year. Sorry. No.
This year.
Yeah.
Either way. Yeah. So unfortunately, I don't think there's a chance that we can do it. Anyway, what is your what does the future holds for you now, since that you won't be rowing for University of Colombo anymore? What is your future? Where do you see yourself in the next couple of years?
Yeah, so I was lucky enough to get into a drama recently into the TV as well. So it's a plus point, and I'm not a big of a planner. I just want to go along with this thing as well. So whenever I get the thing, I want to do that. So I want to pursue a career in music and also art. My family is an artist family. So Aya is a musician, Aki is a musician. I'm also getting all the influence to music as well. So I want to go along the music career and acting career as well. But of course, fitness is definitely going to be there with me, and I want well-being and meditation and everything, because it's all about how to express myself out there. And it's not I don't want to discourage anyone as well, because I don't have a mindset and a plan to sit somewhere and work for someone else. I was really telling myself, always reminding myself as well, I don't want to work for someone else. If I'm really inspired about it, yes, of course, I would do that, but not for company. Yes, it would be fine, but because there's a lot of within me, I want to put it out there, music-wise, artist-wise, and everything, and fitness-wise, whatever it is. I want to influence people and things like that, not like a Instagram influencer, but really influence people and how to promote their well-being and things like that. So I would say that I'm going along with my instincts and doing whatever that I'm feeling. So next 2 years, most probably art, acting, and music, most probably,
Okay, awesome. So stay tuned to Dushyantha. He'll be premiering in a TV series very soon. We hope you'll catch him in that. So finally, the final question. What do you have to say to the youngsters who are in the university, who are struggling to balance education, sports, and some trying to get to sports, and with the pandemic they can't? what is your advice to the youngsters watching this right now?
So currently they are staying at home, so they are lacking motivation as well. So get help from people. That's why I think the physical education department and Amalgamated Club, they have planned a lot of fitness sessions with sports, and go along with that, because we can't do anything else other than that. I think there's nothing equipment in that home. If they have, that's good, practice that as well. And because now we are lacking motivation, we are lazy, we are sleeping, we are in the lectures looking at the screen, we are being depressed, anxious. I think doing a little bit of fitness really helps, because the hormone system, and it drops down and really gets your focus in this. But don't think too much these days, because I shouldn't say that you have to push yourself and everything, motivate yourself, but that will lead into some kind of anxiety towards people, because in these days. So make it easy for you, because future holds everything, and you don't know what you would what you get in the future. But really be ambitious about what you're doing, and really be passionate about what you're doing, because passion is something that you are really be looking towards to. Because if you don't have passion and in anything, if you are doing an academic, if you want to do PhD and everything, if you really want to be an academic, you have to be passionate about the subject that you are doing. If you are doing it without passion, I think you are doing a bad thing towards you, and you are diminishing yourself as well. So a message and advice should be, do what you're doing, be passionate about what you're doing, and take it easy for you, because you deserve what you deserve. Yeah. And be kind. There's always there. Be kind with everyone. Yeah.
So ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us. Stay tuned for us for the next episodes of Meet a Champ. And please like, comment, subscribe, and do all that. So until we see you again, stay safe.